welcome. Today I have a couple art coins for you. I've decided to only do two because I did four last time, the previous times, and I don't know what I'm going to do with four that look similar. I don't think I'm going to have enough differences. So I've decided to only do two and make them different. And I totally forgot to show you the art card that I was basing this off of. Maybe you'll remember, but I am stamping. This is a leaf stamp I got from Simon Says Stamp. I'll have it in the description, but it's called Leaf Edges Just for You. Comes with two different leaf edges. And so I'm stamping with Versamark, and I'm going to emboss with white embossing powder. I'm going to make one pink and one blue. Just taking a dry art brush and dusting off any of the embossing powder that I don't want. Because I think I totally forgot to do the static bag again. And I'm going to emboss. Now, if you don't have white, but you're doing it on white, you could use clear. I think it won't be as bright a white, but it will still be white and be fine. Or you could really make a statement and do black. Gold would be pretty too. Gold is always pretty. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is add some distress inks. I'm going to do speckled egg and then kitsch flamingo. To the kitsch flamingo, I'm going to add worn lipstick just around the edges. To the speckled egg, I'm going to be adding stormy sky. And you'll see the pink one doesn't have leaves all the way to the edges. And I think I do it off camera because I don't recall seeing me do it, but I will be stamping and embossing again on the pink just to add a few more leaves on the left side. I do come back and add some kitsch flamingo in the center to kind of soften that darkness of the worn lipstick. And stormy sky on the blue. Going to add some vintage photo around the edges. And here I come back with a kitsch flamingo just to soften that worn lipstick up. Now I'm using a faded type stamp and just going along the right edge. And I just move the stamp so I'm not stamping the exact same thing. Just make sure you decide how your stamp's going to go, because once you do your text is going to rule which direction your stamp's going to go, or your coin's going to go. See, now I've added that extra embossing on the pink. And so I'm just going to add just, I think 3 pieces of ephemera to each one. I've realized while I was making this is I don't have very many birds that size. So my next print is going to include some birds that I'm scaling down to fit a smaller piece. I do that by dropping the file. If you have individual files, I do it by dropping down the image, like the PNG or JPEG, into Publisher and shrinking it. You could do it in Word. Whatever program you have, I'm sure you know how to figure that out. But if they're in a whole PDF, you can still scale that like a whole sheet. You can still scale that down so it takes up maybe a half a sheet. And then I always add more things to that just so I'm not wasting a whole half a page print. Anybody else but me think this bird's long tail is really weird? I'm like, why is it going straight down like that? Does it have a broken tail? What is the deal? Once you see it, you won't unsee it. And that is going to be it. I've got some final pictures coming up. If you have not subscribed, I invite you to do so. If you are liking these coins, give me a thumbs up or a comment. I'd appreciate it. And here's some final pictures, and I'll see you next time.